जो मिल रहा है उसको आप पहले ले लो और फिर उसके अंदर आप एफर्ट्स डालिए।
एग्जैक्टली एफर्ट तो लगता ही है।
सो व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइबर सिक्योरिटी की जो इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम्स है वही सारे कंट्रीज में है या साइबर वाइज कुछ अलग प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं?
Fortunate enough to work in all the continents, India is a cybersecurity nation. We are far ahead.
टुडे वी हैव मुबिन शेख जो ENY के वन ऑफ द पार्टनर है। ENY itself is a top consulting firm. He has 23 years of experience only in cyber security. He has worked globally advising all the top organization plus इन सब organization के cyber security के टीम को भी इन्होंने लीड किया है।
And cybersecurity is not just affecting the European citizen, Middle East citizen, or Indian citizen. It's affecting all of us. Attacks are coming from everywhere. For any security, you need tools and technologies.
Correct.
10 lakh people come in cybersecurity domain, they will get a job easy. Cyber insurance is a coming up thing. You are electrical engineer, ensure that your electrical engineering is strong. You are computer science engineer, ensure that your computer science is strong.
People who want to enter into technical field probably
Correct.
and the most required field of cyber security.
Cyber is not only technical field.
AI is actually helping people to make cyber attacks.
Correct.
And it is also helping to stop cyber attacks. Do you think it is going to play a major role in cyber security? वेलकम टू द करियर मंत्रना पॉडकास्ट, जहाँ पे हम लोग अलग अलग करियर ऑप्शंस के बारे में बात करते हैं और उन लोगों को इनवाइट करते हैं जिन्होंने उस करियर में एक रिमार्केबल सक्सेस अचीव किया है। टुडे वी हैव मुबीन शेख जो ENY के वन ऑफ द पार्टनर है। ENY itself is a top consulting firm. He has 23 years of experience only in cyber security. He has worked globally advising all the top organization प्लस इन सब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साइबर सिक्योरिटी के टीम को भी इन्होंने लीड किया है। सो डू वॉच दिस एपिसोड टिल द एंड इफ यू वांट टू नो हाउ साइबर सिक्योरिटी करियर स्टार्ट्स प्लस ग्लोबली इसके कितने सारे जॉब ऑप्शंस एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज अवेलेबल है। हेलो सर, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. Thank you so much for calling me here.
Thank you so much for coming, sir. So, sir, you are quite pioneer in cyber security field. बट आपने जब ये फील्ड चूज किया है, इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट 20 इयर्स अगो। तो व्हाट एक्चुअली थॉट वाज देयर इन योर माइंड कि मैंने साइबर सिक्योरिटी चूज करना चाहिए?
Okay, you're very generous with the words. But let me tell the truth to the audience. See, I'm an electrical engineer by graduation. After one failed UPSC attempt, there was a IT dream saying that if I need to recover one failed UPSC attempt and a number of months I've lost into it, I need to go to some IT field. And that's where I attempted to get into one of the largest IT firm, TCS. It's by the God's grace and the luck stroke I got into the cybersecurity. So it was more getting into technology rather than getting into the cybersecurity. That's how I entered the cybersecurity.
Okay. So you didn't have that particular thing in mind, but just by God's grace and luck, you got into cyber security.
But it's just a start. It gave me an entry. But when I got into TCS, I was told that TCS is setting up an information security consulting practice as one of the niche practice at that point in time. And they will take the top 3 or 4 participants or the trainee graduates. And I was the top 3 in the TCS to get into that. So I worked hard to get into that field.
Correct.
That's how it is.
I think that is very inspiring for our students कि जो मिल रहा है उसको आप पहले ले लो और फिर उसके अंदर आप एफर्ट्स डालिए।
Exactly. Effort to लगता ही है. Efforts are always required. How do you channelize your energy to get into that is very important.
करेक्ट। एंड सर, आप वर्ल्ड वाइड काम कर रहे हो, अलग अलग कंट्रीज में काम कर रहे हो। सो व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइबर सिक्योरिटी की जो इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम्स है वही सारे कंट्रीज में है या साइबर वाइज कुछ अलग प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं?
Yes, I have fortunate enough to work in all the continents. I can tell you, India as a cybersecurity nation, we are far ahead. Let me tell you in the professional language. Whatever the India's banking cybersecurity requirements are there today, I think the other countries lack that. They're not there today. So whatever I used to do in India in 2007, 8, I think 2015 onwards, almost a decade after, I started getting those kind of requirements in Middle East. So that's there. But if you look at it holistically, India or East Asia as a continent is quite ahead in terms of technology. 5G rollout or more than bandwidth speed. It's in Japan, South Korea, India, Singapore. But if you look at the European market, although it's not that technological advanced, but from the regulation perspective, it is very much important there. All the mother of all the regulations come from there. So I can say that India is a forefront when it comes to the cybersecurity technical requirements, but Europe is where the all regulation requirement processes are coming from.
ओके, ओके। सो साइबर लॉज़ शायद यूरोप में ज़्यादा बन रहे हैं एंड साइबर सिक्योरिटी इंडिया में ज़्यादा हो रही है?
हाँ,
हम
अब
ऐसा बोल सकते
हम
हैं?
ऐसा सम कर सकते हैं
ओके।
कि साइबर लॉ, रेगुलेशन अगर आपको कोई रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट चाहिए,
हाँ।
तो सब लोग यूरोप की तरफ देखते हैं। बट आपको कोई प्रोडक्ट चाहिए या फिर यू नीड समथिंग व्हिच विल सिक्योर योर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वेरी फास्ट, व्हाट इज़ द प्रोसीजर अराउंड इट? देन यू कैन लुक आफ्टर द चाइना, इंडिया, जापान
ओके,
काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स।
ओके। एंड जब मैं आपका बायोडाटा पूरा पढ़ रही थी, वन थिंग वाज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, यू आर अ ग्लोबल एम्बेसडर फॉर साइबर अलायंस, राइट? सो इस चीज़ की वजह से यू मस्ट बी गेटिंग चांस टू वर्क विद गूगल, अमेज़न, फेसबुक्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। सो हाउ इज़ दैट एक्सपीरियंस? मतलब जो हम लोग डे टू डे लाइफ में साइबर सिक्योरिटी थ्रेट्स जो सोचते हैं वो और जो बड़े कंपनीज़ सोचते हैं, उसमें कुछ डिफरेंस आता है?
Definitely, it is a lot of a difference. But I want to tell something about the Global Cyber Ambassador Program, Alliance Program. I'm one of the only one ambassador from India on the
Wow.
GCA.
Mhm.
And GCA, Global Cyber Alliance, is founded by a New York police and London police. The main objective was that today the cybersecurity is impacting individual citizens. And cybersecurity is not just affecting the European citizen, Middle East citizen, or Indian citizen, it's affecting all of us. And the targets are coming from, attacks are coming from everywhere. Now, to ponder on that, the New York police and London police said that we need to have some kind of alliance where we share the intel, we collaborate our efforts to mitigate that, and that's where it started. Now if you look back, not this G20, the earlier one which happened in Canada, in that G20 summit, UK and Canada government are giving some funding to GCA to fight that. That's one of the objective to ensure that how the citizen security is kept in place. The second objective the GCA came in is that, see, for any security, you need tools and technologies.
करेक्ट।
And nowadays, tools and technologies have become more costlier. How can we provide low or no cost tools and technology to MSME segment, small businesses? And that's one objective which we are working across the globe.
ओह! ओके, ओके। एंड from all the description you have given, the instant thought which came to my mind is there are a lot of job opportunities which are available are going to be available for all the students who are pursuing 11th, 12th and will be pursuing further career in their life.
Absolutely right. When it comes to the job market, I think, and I can put my hand on heart and tell you that cybersecurity is a very hot cake in the market. If you have something in cybersecurity, I'll tell you what it requires. There is a lot of work there. For doing a lot of work, you need a lot of manpower. Although the things are being getting automated, AI is coming into picture, but India as a country, we are in the services sector. We will need a lot of work power. It says that if today almost 10 lakh people come in cybersecurity domain, they will get a job easy.
Oh,
That much of shortage of the cybersecurity professional is there.
okay. I think so. On that front, I am very sure that all the listeners want to understand how to enter into this cybersecurity domain altogether and how to start a career in cybersecurity.
Correct. Uh, so let me give you some example here. A cybersecurity is talking about the digital world. So the basic understanding of the digital world or electronics as a medium, we all need. So cybersecurity initially absorbed a STEM graduate, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You need these STEM graduates for doing the cybersecurity. But it's not that these are the only graduates who can do the cybersecurity. There are other ways and mechanism in which a cybersecurity can be done by the other graduates. Let me talk about those others first, then I'll come back to
Correct.
STEM.
Because arts and commerce कर सकते हैं या नहीं, that is
Yes,
the immediate thought.
immediate thought. So let's say now if you go to the Finland as a country, in India, we say that we have a citizen have a rights. In Finland, cybersecurity is one of the prime right of a citizen. Now, for that to happen, you need to have a public policy. You need to have implement a public policy. So, for the art students or the students who are working in the public policy domain, a cybersecurity is a very great field to work on it. An art graduate going into the law firm, cyber law, intellectual property law, this is a fantastic field to work in. Even you need a lawyers with a cyber background. So the lawyers having the cyber will get a very different shine today, both in the corporate world as well as the in the open law market. That's there. A commerce student. So if you look at it today, we need actuaries. We need the financial analyst to underwrite the insurance. Cyber insurance is a coming up thing. Another thing is that today, whenever you talk about the cyber risk for a company, for an individual, it is more qualitative. Example, if your company gets hacked, your company will go out of the business. It has a qualitative analysis to it. But how can it be quantitative analysis? And for that, a commerce graduate or person having the more exposure to the financial models will be important. And I want to tell to non-STEM graduates saying that you can make a career in cyber, just pick up the right area. And for the STEM graduates, there's a lot of things to be done. As a science, what is, as I said, a digital means that you just need to know how the electron is moving. And the moment you get that electron moving concept into picture, as there's a huge cybersecurity field is over there. And I personally believe, and this is my personal opinion, that more than a technical knowledge, two things are very important for a student to have in mind. One, curiosity. When you are in the cyber world, you need to be curious why this is happening, why this is. You should ask that question, why. And second, analytical thinking.
Okay.
That's the key. I personally believe that my growth in the cybersecurity domain has come with these two fundamental principles. Be curious and be analytical. Analyze whatever given information given to you, whatever situation is given to you, whatever problem is given to you. Do not try to solve it. First, analyze it. Why it is happening.
Okay. Okay. And when you talk about two different team, one is, let's consider all of them as a science student, another other than science student.
Correct.
So once they understand कि मुझे cyber security करना है, what should be their immediate next step? So should they finish their graduations, then take some courses, or shall they find out? So do they find out any kind of certifications which are available? वो step कैसे लेना चाहिए?
इसका कोई एक जवाब तो है नहीं, but we can go a very typical path. See, I personally believe if you are a commerce graduate or arts student or whether you are engineering student, please ensure that whatever you are studying today, you are doing that, you are getting the depth of the knowledge in that. You are electrical engineer, ensure that your electrical engineering is strong. You are a computer science engineer, ensure that your computer science is strong. After that, I believe if there are 1,000 computer science engineers, how do I get distinguished between them? And that's where the some certification courses come into picture. That's where I believe that you do some kind of a free certification courses. Start with that. Do not invest a huge amount of money in paid certification initially. Do the free certification. There are a lot of free certifications available on cybersecurity. See, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, most of the companies want a cybersecurity professionals. Hence, they have tied up with the various technology companies or knowledge companies to give the free trainings. So please utilize that. And once you get handle of that, once you have some security certification, then you can go ahead for the some kind of a paid certification. So
Okay.
that's the journey. But I'll tell you one more thing. Today's students are very resourceful, and there are a lot many internships are available which are being projected on the company's
That
website.
is what I was going to ask next. Ki once you do the certification, it is very important to have that hands-on experience.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hands-on experience is there. There are a lot of companies who display the internships there. So please go apply for the internship. Use your networking to get the into internship. And once you are into the organization, then the again I say curiosity, analytical mind, and then hard work pays.
Okay. So student, any field student, they decide that they want to go into cyber security. वो पहले अपना डिग्री कर ले.
Correct.
With that, they try for free certifications which are available.
Correct.
Once they are into it, then they look for any paid certifications जो जरूरी है उनके domain के लिए, only if required. Then they go online and try to figure out internships on different probably companies website.
Correct.
जैसे गूगल का खुद का वेबसाइट
का-
होगा, अमेजोन का होगा, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का होगा,
Correct.
and then they try to apply there with their domain knowledge of the field plus the extra certifications which they have done for cybersecurity.
Correct.
Okay, so that is the very simple way to go get into that.
Yes, I can tell you one example. Now, if you go to the Google website today also, they are looking for internship who can help them to on a public policy domain. And public policy domain Indo cyber is a very new topic, and everybody can make a good career out of it. Because today also, if government wants to ensure that they have the right input from the large, I can say large holder of the Indian citizen data, there has to be clear public policy between them, and that's where you need a cyber professionals.
Correct, correct. So I think I really liked the way you mentioned कि अगर law student हो तो cyber law में चले जाओ. जहाँ पे numbers required है commerce वाले students cyber में चले जाओ.
Correct.
So even that actually creates a very good marketplace for all kind of people who want to enter into technical field probably,
Correct.
and the most required field of cybersecurity.
And here I want to say that
Huh.
cyber is not only technical field. So
Uh-huh.
generally everybody comes in their mind is that cybersecurity means hacking.
Correct.
Cybersecurity is beyond the hacking. As a cyber professional, I do everything to protect my company being hacked. So it's beyond that. If I just give you some perspective, cyber is about cyber insurance, cyber is about policies, procedures, cyber is about the technical tools implementation, cyber is about analytical and monitoring, and more importantly, cyber is about the cyber awareness. How do you ensure that your behavior is good enough, your employees' behavior is good enough, and there also lot of behavioral psychologists are getting to the cyber field.
Oh, okay. So even psychologists can get into the cybersecurity field. Okay, that's
Because-
interesting.
And that's very great because as a company, I'll give an example. As a company, I'm putting a huge amount of money to protect my organization. Correct? But one employee with his greed, if he or she clicks on the one phishing email, my company is
Correct.
gone. And hence, companies are taking it very seriously. And even I need to know that under what circumstances an employee will click. I need to have a behavioral psychologist. It's a very
Right.
deep subject to study about.
Correct, correct. And I think that actually tells about the job stability and security these guys are going to have if they choose the cybersecurity as a field.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely right.
So,
Absolutely. And I always say in my career that and again, I may repeat this. After a failed attempt of UPSC, last 24 years, I've done only cybersecurity. So tomorrow, if cybersecurity closes, I need to reskill. But looking at the cyber domain, I don't think it's going to close. It will
okay.
grow further. And rather than it's a cyber being an individual domain, cyber will get into everything. A cyber in a data analytics, cyber in the user design, cyber into the artificial intelligence, cyber into chip manufacturing, any domain. I talked about insurance, I talked about the financial models, I talked about the public policy, but technical domain. So cyber is now a part of each and every domain.
Right, right. And you just touched the topic of AI. AI is actually helping people to make cyber attacks also.
Correct.
And it is also helping to stop cyber attacks also.
Correct.
Right? So, with that, do you think it is going to play a major role in cyber security?
It's not whether it's going to play.
Already played.
It's already playing. I'm telling you. So we have been hearing this terminology, AI for cyber, cyber for AI. Now it has gone beyond because hackers or the bad activists, they're using the AI to attack you. Now, if I'm getting attacked by AI, I cannot defend with the human. I need to have an AI to defend. So then they are saying that AI for attack, AI for defense. In lot of organizations, if I can tell you, some of the government organizations, key national importance organization, there's some regulators, they're already defending themselves using the AI. So it is not a future. AI for cyber defense is the today's factor.
So, do you think this AI is it going to take cyber security jobs?
No, not just see as a professional, I want to say that AI will not take away any job. I want to give an assurance to the students. AI is going to be a big help for you. How you become more smarter with AI, and you also need to say that you are more smarter than AI. How can you utilize this AI for the betterment of yours? And everybody is doing it. Now
Right.
today, if you go to the professional world, all the emails are very well written. It's an AI, right?
Correct, correct.
So you need to utilize that for the better. AI will not take away your job. Basically in cyber, AI will bring more jobs.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Right, right. And you also need to understand how to use AI for your own benefit.
Oh yes, yes. That is that. I think today's students
Correct.
know this very well. That
Right.
how to use it for their
Correct.
benefit.
And all these things we have spoken about hard skills. Now let's talk about the soft skills. Like for any uh, career which I have closely seen, communication is very important part.
Correct.
So is it same in cybersecurity also that communication plays a very important role there? Because analytic ability you have already mentioned, curiosity you have already mentioned. Other than these two, are there any more soft skills which are required here?
Oh, communication skill, I will say, is one of the top most required skill in cybersecurity, and I'll tell you why. When a cyber is a domain being talked about, if you look at the company's level, organization level, cyber is a strategic, cyber is a tactical, cyber is operational. What does it mean? Let me if there is a cyber issue, or if you need to explain cyber to an operational person or a employee, you need to talk in their language. So you need to empathize with them. So you need to have that communication language to talk to the IT folks or talk to the normal employee. Cyber is a tactical. So you need to talk to middle management the way they want. And if there's a cyber breach or hacking happen, if you have to explain that to auditors or to the board or to the CEO, you're not going to get 20 minutes or 30 minutes from them. You need to explain them in 2 minutes. So you need to have a strategic explanation about your issues to the CEO. How does the CEO look at the same problem? You need to explain him in that language. How the technology person looks at, you need to explain that language. And hence communication plays a very important role. uh, in cybersecurity, I give communication skill as equal weightage as your domain knowledge.
Oh, okay.
It's that
Okay.
important.
Okay. So with these soft skills, there are a lot of people who come from unprivileged background, and they are not aware about all these terminologies, probably understanding and getting into these soft skills and taking the certification. So is there any online courses which are available so that they can just be in their tier 2 tier 3 cities, go on YouTube and learn about those things?
Definitely, there are many.
Mhm.
First of all, again, please remove this lacuna or non-confidence in mind that if you're coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities, or if you're coming from the non-English medium background, you may lack something. It is not. First thing that. Second, one thing one must understand that because of YouTube or general internet exposure, you have lot many courses available. It's just that what you want to learn is important. Communication skill courses. I do not want to promote anything, but if you look at the Google's classes or Microsoft classes, they are very sharp. You don't need to see 100 hours video, but if you look at those 5 or 6 hours video, you will get the communication skill.
So Google and Microsoft classes are there on the YouTube, which are freely available, and people can take those 5 6 hours courses
Correct.
to learn English and how to communicate well.
And
Great.
if I can add, I'm also not from English background.
Huh.
I
Even I am not from English
Yeah, I
background.
studied up to 10th standard in pure Marathi medium school.
Huh.
So it doesn't matter. It's just that you how much effort you put in.
Correct, correct. And I think this is very valid point because people listening to us are majorly from tier 2, tier 3 cities, and I'm sure that these classes are going to help
Well,
them.
definitely,
Ah.
definitely. Uh, if you don't have and today everybody has. I can't say that if you don't have, but just reading a newspaper, reading anything
And watching
also,
movies also, I think,
it
in
helps.
English, yeah,
It helps.
that helps. Okay.
Helps.
So coming back to cybersecurity, cybersecurity, you were saying there are different domains which are available in cybersecurity.
Correct.
So cyber law is there. Then you have ethical hacking. Then you also have the phishing attacks. So technical role. So how do you choose that domain? If you want to enter into that field, how do I choose कि मुझे क्या पसंद आ रहा है और what will I make good money in?
Correct.
बिकॉज़ एज़ अ पेरेंट जब बच्चा कोई कोई डोमेन चूज़ कर रहा है, दे जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आज 5 लाख मिल रहा है, कल 50 कैसे मिलेगा?
No, I understand, and which is a very valid point.
Yeah.
See, what I will suggest is that take a slow approach towards that. When you are entering, when you are a graduate programmer or graduate trainee entering into the organization, we as an organization also want you to experience all the domains of cybersecurity. So, first 2 to 3 years of your career, try to work in, let's say, L1 SOC, try to work as a policy department, try to work in the insurance department, try to look at the monitoring, experience all sort of projects, experience all sort of skills required, and then based on your understanding, because from the outside you cannot tell that this is what I like or this is what I want to do. After 2 to 3 years of years of experience, you decide where you want to do. I can tell you, a good cyber professional will always be remunerated well with the money. I do not see that being the
Okay.
lacking. What we as a company look at, or I as a person look at, is that how technically sound that person is when the experience comes into picture.
Correct, correct. Because there is lot of gap between what college actually teaches and what actually industry requires.
Correct. But and which is true. But today, nowadays, if you look at it, this gap is getting narrower.
Oh.
If you look at the example, may not be the cyber. TCS has given a curriculum to many colleges with saying that can you get this curriculum in your graduation degree?
Okay.
Once that comes in, we will adopt the course. These students directly. So the companies are now setting up the curriculum. I'll give an example. Uh, Today, there are 150 to 200 colleges slash universities who have a dedicated cyber program. Let me give an example of Pune itself. We have a good Symbiosis University here. They have a management course on the cybersecurity, and that management course is well used by all of the industry folks to adopt the candidates from there.
Okay. So the students can also do management in cybersecurity.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. I think this is one of the thing which even I was not aware कि cybersecurity में management भी होता
Oh
है.
yes. So
Yeah.
Symbiosis has masters in information systems or cybersecurity. Already there. This is what I know. There are many cities in India where there you can do a masters in cybersecurity, MTech in cybersecurity, graduation in cybersecurity,
Okay.
various things.
Okay. So I think now we spoke till internship. In internship, then I think you have given a good path that you try to do each and everything in internship across all different departments. Then you understand what is your liking. Then you actually go towards that particular domain, and that's how you will decide the domain into cybersecurity.
Correct.
And पैसे का कमी कभी नहीं होने वाला.
If you're a good, no,
We are good, yeah. So that's true in
that's
everything.
that's true.
Okay. And today's families are more concerned about whether we get into those cyber attacks, phishing attacks. कोई एसएमएस आ जाता है, क्लिक कर देते हैं. आजकल एयरटेल भी आपको बोल रहा है कि
Spam attack.
एग्जैक्टली
Yeah.
स्पैम अटैक्स हो रहे हैं. सो कैन यू गिव क्विक 5 टिप्स फॉर आवर स्टूडेंट्स एंड फैमिलीज लिसनिंग कि आप ये 5 चीजें कीजिए सो दैट यू विल एटलीस्ट बी 90-95% safe from those.
See, one thing I would to tell that this is a very serious topic. ये बहुत important हम सबके लिए है. Once something happening in the organization, something happening in personal life, it's being looked in very different angle. And one thing we should tell about that, please give away this myth that it will not happen with me. It will happen only with Ambanis and Adanis and senior high net worth individual. It will happen with you also. So that's one myth I want everybody to come out. And if I could give 5 things, one, when it comes to cybersecurity, I want to say it very loudly: don't trust anyone. Do not trust. Second, if you're online and if something is free, please remember you are a product.
Correct.
Otherwise, they will not give such.
Even with Facebook and WhatsApp and Insta, everywhere.
Yes, you are a product. Third thing, which I'll tell you: do not share password. Full stop.
Yeah, sure.
Not with your wife, not with your parents, not with your mother, not with your son. No, do not share password. Fourth one, I will say that, and this is a very typical Indian habit: please log out once the work is done. We do not log out. We just close the browser. Please log out once some work is done. And fifth, more than an action, I want to say that a thought, anything which comes to you when it about the cybersecurity or anything about the email or SMS or action, think, pause, and reflect. That's one thing I wanted. Please do not do anything in hurry. Please think, do I need to do it? Take a pause. Am I doing the right thing? And then reflect, should I do it or not?
Right.
So this is what I want us, because see, anybody having any this is a very difficult topic with his family. If it happens with you, there are various ways and means which you can utilize it, but it's not a good thing to for something to happen to you.
Yeah, correct. And I think this is increasing because there is a lot of digital addiction nowadays.
Oh yes.
There are a lot of people who are just scrolling, viewing the document, viewing the Instagram continuously, or koi cheez saste mein mil gaya, तो they just want to buy it while they don't understand it's a phishing attack which is happening.
It's happening.
Sure.
And for an attacker, it's always about the commercial, right? If I have to earn, let's say simple example, if I have to earn 2 lakh rupees by doing one fraud, or I can of 2 lakh rupees, or I can do a 1 lakh fraud by of 2 rupees each.
Yeah, right.
It's a simple thing.
Correct, correct. So I think this information is very useful for all the audience. Now we'll move towards the end of our segment where we have a rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. So one word to describe great cybersecurity professional.
Professional. Can I say a great cybersecurity company?
हाँ, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to say Apple, because
Mm.
it gives a trust to the consumers.
Correct.
And it invoked the trust. If you look at the Apple's logo, when it talks about the privacy, to say that the data resides in your phone, they have just changed the Apple logo to the lock. So this is how you enable the trust in your consumer. Uh, I'm a big fan of that, because the trust brings the cyber profession. I will go to the today we do that, right? Rather than going to a bank which is more name, we go to the bank where we have a trust.
Correct.
So anybody who is giving me a trust in a digital world or build a trust digital world, I think Apple has done it very well.
I think with Apple, even I remember one thing where their government actually asked them ki get me the data of the mobile, and they said we can't give you the data because we ourselves can't access it. So people are actually using Apple phone just to show their status, but in reality the safety is the most important feature they have given.
And they have used the cybersecurity as a business enabler more. A FaceTime authentication was with the other phone provider 10 years before the Apple. But when it came in Apple after 10 years, they used it because they built the trust with the consumer.
Correct.
That's
Right.
important.
Right. Okay, great. And your favorite domain in cybersecurity in terms of what is going to be the best in future for kids?
Best in future for kids. And it has changed over a period. I'll tell you, when I was young, I used to think that cybersecurity hacking or protecting hacking, I've done it myself. But today, what interests to me is the behavioral psychology. How do I ensure that a company size of 6 lakh employees are secured by not somebody not doing some mistake? How do I ensure that there's a right awareness being put in place with the 6 lakh employees spread across the world, different thought process, different cultures? So behavioral psychology in cybersecurity is one area which is interesting me, and I'm doing some very interesting thought process or work in that area.
Okay, great. I would love to hear about it more once we finish this podcast.
Sure.
One must watch cybersecurity movie or documentary.
Many. I uh, if I go very technical, there's a movie called Source Code. If somebody can use it, or the latest version of MI Mission Impossible, the last one. It is all about getting the source code in the right hands. So you go ahead and watch it. It's a very technical, advanced movie. The last one is the MI's last.
Right, that's incredible. Okay, if not cybersecurity, what career you would have chosen? UPSC? Because
I failed it.
yes,
So I obviously cannot be. I'm not sure if I've been. You put me on spot. Maybe a good lawyer.
Okay, with good communication
With good
skill.
communication skill.
One myth about cybersecurity you want to break.
Yeah, I have told you that cyber is not only about hacking. It's more than hacking. You need to know the perspective, and there is, for everybody, there's something they can do in cyber.
Right. And the last one line of advice for all the students who are listening to us and who are planning to enter into this digital world of cybersecurity.
not my line. I'll give my role model. Everybody has a role model. I'll give a line of my role model, Steve Jobs, is that stay hungry, stay foolish. That's the
Great.
one thing.
Great. Thank you so much. I think this session was very informative for me also from cybersecurity perspective, and I'm very sure for our listeners also. Thank you so much for coming, Mubin.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and wish you all the best, and your listeners also very all the best. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
होप यू लाइक दिस एपिसोड ऑफ करियर मंत्रना। ऐसे ही अलग अलग करियर ऑप्शंस के बारे में अगर आप जानना चाहते हो, प्लस कोई ऐसा टॉपिक है जो आप चाहते हो हम लोग कवर करें और ऐसे कोई गेस्ट को इनवाइट करें, प्लीज कमेंट करके हमको बताइए। स्पेशली इफ यू आर अ 11th-12th स्टूडेंट और यू आर अ पेरेंट हु इज ट्राइंग टू गाइड देयर चाइल्ड। आपका हर फीडबैक एक अच्छा कंटेंट आपके पास लाने के लिए हमको जरूर हेल्प करेगा। एंड इफ यू फाउंड दिस एपिसोड यूजफुल एंड इंस्पायरिंग, please share this with all your friends, family and classmates, because you never know, one video share can actually set direction for somebody's life. See you in the next episode of Career Mantrana, where every story brings you closer to your dream.